it's Jennifer, and today I'm here for another video in my cruise series, and today's topic is selecting a cruise line. Now, I have been on 3 cruises, and up to this point, my husband and I have only been on 1 cruise line. We've taken all 3 of our cruises on Carnival. But we have one booked that we're going to be taking later on down the road, and that one is going to be with Norwegian. I have, however, researched a lot of cruises or cruise lines and just thought I would tell you a little bit about just what to think about when you're deciding which cruise line to go with. Now, the most important thing when you're choosing a cruise line is your destination. So you want to think about where you want to go. Do you want to go someplace where it's a beach vacation? Do you want to go someplace where it's chillier? You have to kind of decide on that. And once you decide where you want to go, then you just Google the name of the location and put the word cruise in there. So maybe Caribbean cruise or Eastern Caribbean cruise or Mexican cruise. So you put in some things like that, and then Google will just list all of the different cruise lines that are offering cruises to that location. And so once you find that, then of course you have to choose, kind of think about how much money you really want to spend. Do you want to have a luxury cruise line that where you're completely catered to, very individually, a smaller boat, or do you want a bigger boat? Do you want a less expensive cruise? Do you want one that's kind of a big party? You kind of need to be thinking about some of those things. Carnival and Norwegian tend to be, Carnival has really huge boats. The boat we're going on Norwegian is much smaller, about half the size. I think it only has 2,000 something people on board, and the last Carnival one we went on was like 4,500. So that's definitely something to consider. But Carnival and Norwegian tend to both be casual, let's just have a ton of fun kind of boats. And my parents have cruised on Silver Seas, which, I mean, if you want a luxury cruise, that's what you go with, is Silver Seas Cruise Lines. They have small boats, about 250 passengers. You have your own designated butler. They call you a couple weeks before the cruise and ask what kind of liquor you want in your stateroom, and it's included, it's included. It's really expensive to go on a Silver Seas cruise. My husband and I think at some point in our lives that we will go on one of those because it's just, it would be a really cool experience. But I think that it's sort of like, are you going for the destination, or are you going because you want a luxury experience on the boat, or are you going because you kind of want a party experience on the boat? And that will help you to choose some things too. Also, you're going to want to consider if you're bringing along children or not. And so some boats have tons of stuff available for kids. And I will tell you that Carnival has great stuff for kids, but if you don't have kids, you really don't see the kids very much. They're off doing fun stuff. I would hear kids talking to their parents going, when can we go back? And they just wanted to hang out and do all of the fun stuff that they had planned. And so we really weren't bothered as people who didn't have children. It wasn't like that we were surrounded by kids. They were off doing all kinds of fun stuff. And of course, we went up by the pools and the water slide, and of course we're around children for that, which is fine. But you just kind of need to think about what kind of a vacation you want. And also, there are different kinds of activities that go on the ships. So I think it was Celebrity Cruise Line that I was reading about that has a lot of enrichment classes. And it seemed like it was geared more towards adults without children. There are others that have sessions that you can go to about the location where you're going to be, and information about one of the ports, or even great places to shop. And so anyway, just once you kind of are thinking, I know which cruise line I think I want to go on, or maybe you've narrowed it down to a couple, go to those websites and they will tell you what the experience is like on board. They'll tell you about all the onboard activities, the entertainment, and then you'll get a better idea of which kind of a cruise is for you. So after my husband and I take our cruise to the Baltic, and we will have been on Norwegian Cruise Line, I'll give you a detailed review on that to let you know what I think of the boat and the whole experience and the comparison between cruises, and let you know about that. If you have any information about cruise lines that you've been on, love to hear about that, so feel free to comment below. And stay tuned, because also this week I'm going to be doing another video about how to choose the best stateroom. There are some websites you can go to that really are helpful in choosing the kind of stateroom you want. So anyway, stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that button, and YouTube will let you know when I upload new videos, which is several times a week, and I hope I'll see you again. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.